I'll be going through the 4th grade worksheets for lesson 31. So the first worksheet that you should have gotten says mixed review and test prep. I'll go through a few questions of each section. So this one says, for 1 to 2, find the value if c is equal to 8. So we're given c minus 5 plus 2. And if c is equal to 8, then we just substitute c for 8. Everything else stays the same. According to PEMDAS, we do all the questions in the parentheses first, so it'd become 8 minus 7, which we know is equal to 1. So the value is 1. Number 3 says, what is the mean of this set of numbers? Whenever you're finding the mean, the first thing you want to do is add up all the numbers. So 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 9 is 25, plus 7 is 32, and plus 3 is 35. We have 35 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, and we get 7. Number 4 is just subtraction, and number 5 says, what is the probability of tossing an even number on a number cube labeled 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, and 11? Now, what we want to do first is count how many numbers there are. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. And even, we're looking at how many even numbers there are, and I only see 1, 2, 4, and 6 even numbers here. So simplify that into 1 out of 3. The answer is B. The second part of 5, or I guess just the bottom portion, says write each fraction in the simplest form. Number 1 says 4 out of 12. We know both of them are divisible by 4, and so we get 1 out of 3, like so. The second worksheet that you should have gotten says, well, the top part is the same, the simplify fractions. The second part is more about probability. Number 1, or let's look at the table. The table, basically, your outcome can either be red, blue, yellow, or green, and the tally after trials is 22, 28, 22, 24, and 21. So looking at the first one, what is the mathematical probability of the pointer stopping on each color of the spinner? Now, we're assuming that each section of the spinner is the same size, which in this case we have 4 different possibilities, and so everything is out of 4. Getting a red, 1 out of 4. Getting a blue would also be 1 out of 4. Yellow, 1 out of 4, and green would also be 1 out of 4. So use the table to find the fraction of spins when the pointer stopped on green. So we're talking about the tally, the trials. What we want to do first is find out the total number of spins and how many of those landed on green. So we know that 21 landed on green, but how many spins do we have in total? Well, let's add it together. Well, this becomes 15, 9. So 21 out of 95, because we get the 21 from here. Okay, so moving on, this one gives a picture of the spinner, and it says, how does the fraction of spins in which the pointer stopped on green or yellow compare to the mathematical probability of that event? So, we're looking at, let's take these probability here. So we have 21 over 95 and 24 over 95. Okay, so we're trying to compare 21 out of 95 and 1 out of 4, and 24 out of 95, 1 over 4. So by doing this, we could use a calculator here and get the numbers a little bigger, basically. So 380 80 over no, wait, hold on. So the least common denominator would be 380, which is 95 times 4. Now for 21, you want to multiply that by 4, which becomes 84, and you want to multiply 1, 95. So in this case, 95 is greater than, so we're going to look at the second one, which, well, if you think about it, if 21 out of 25 is already greater, then 24, which is even bigger, is obviously going to be greater as well. So how do they compare to the mathematical probability is that they are both greater than. So let's see. I think we have to move on because this is the third worksheet. Okay. So combinations continue. Julie can choose from 3 types of pasta: rigatoni, linguine, and fettuccine. She can make either marinara, meat, Alfredo, vegetable sauce. How many different combinations are possible? Basically, you have 1, 2, 3 types of this, and 1, 2, 3, 4 types of sauce. And questions like these are really easy because you just take the 2 different categories, which is there are 3 different types of pasta and 4 different types of sauce, and you multiply them together and you get 12. So 12 different combinations. Okay. This is about the question on this page. I think the bike shop price. So we're going to grab this and go like this. Okay, we're gonna look at it all together. So Nick bought a helmet and a snack. Helmet and a snack. Joan bought 2 reflectors and a t-shirt. A t-shirt and a water bottle. Who spent more? How much more? So let's calculate Nick first. He bought a helmet, 1 helmet, and 1 snack. Joan bought 2 reflectors. So reflectors are $2 each, so 2 of them would be $4. A t-shirt, just $12, and a water bottle, which is $2. And now we have 18. Who spent more? Nick. How much more? We have 19 and 18, so $1 more. So this one's number 3 says Josh has $16. He buys a t-shirt and wants to buy 2 more items. What items can he buy? So $16, and he wants to buy a t-shirt. So 16 minus 12, which means he'd have $4 left to buy 2 things. He can buy 2 water bottles or 2 reflectors, because both of them times 2 are 4. And that will be all for today.